Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, this is Michel. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Dancing to his, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. He's got a man, complete.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Swift. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try and run here with Swift, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Stafford, and connecting here with DJ Chark. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
It's 4th down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running is Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Late pass run on the tackle.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and
1. Now it's Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. and is much more successful as well.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Michel. A beautiful fake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they run the option on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Stafford. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
First and 10 at the
Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gano the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.